I would like to recognize the ranking member, Ms. Kaptur, for 5 minutes for questions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for your testimony. General Graham, I wanted to ask your help, and you already are helping with your fuse wrap program for the areas that have been contaminated around our country. And one of these is in Northwest Ohio, in the town of Lucky, not far from where I grew up and still live today. The Toledo Blade, over the last couple of months, has done superb reporting on the history of this site and the horrors done to the workers and surrounding community during the Cold War as part of the nuclear weapons race under the purview of the former Atomic Energy Commission. Mr. Chairman, if I could, I'd like to place on the record 2 important articles from the Blade on this topic.
Without objection, so ordered.
Thank you very much. General Graham and Ms. Colosimo, as part of this reporting, the Blade discovered radioactive substances in multiple locations around the Lucky site, which were above normal. You have been very proactive, thank you, in communicating with me and my staff on this topic. However, one of the things you told my office was that you had confirmed that the radioactive materials discovered by the Blade were not related to the Lucky site. Did we understand that correctly? Is that still your position?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay. Can you please explain to me what other possible sources of this magnitude of radiation might be responsible for its presence in this area, if not for the Lucky site?
Ranking Member Kaptur, thank you. We remain confident that no fuse wrap related material has migrated off the Lucky site, and we're committed to a safe remediation of that site.
I understand what happened in St. Louis is a possible analog to what's happening in our area. In that case, the contamination was migrating through the soil to the water. Is that a possible explanation here?
Not that I'm aware of.
I'm very concerned about this situation. Would like to have more clarity on what's in the water, what's in the soil, and what the dangers are to this region. Can you commit to me that you will get the water and soil tested?
Working with our state partners, with Ohio EPA, they're the ones that are currently doing the water testing, and so we are being absolutely transparent with them with what is on the Lucky site and our remediation plan.
Can you commit to me that you'll continue to keep us informed of everything that is going on out there, even to do a public briefing at some point in the region?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. I want to change topics to Brandon Road. The Brandon Road project is aimed at arresting the economic and environmental damage unleashed by the unfortunate migration of Asian carp species that will definitely eliminate our massive fishery if allowed to proceed up into the Great Lakes. It's vital that the Brandon Road project proceed in a timely manner. Could you kindly, General Graham, tell us the status in getting all federal and state entities on the same page to proceed with the project?
Ranking Member Kaptur, thank you for that question. On Brandon Roads, the President had signed a memo in support of that on the 9th of May. And on that same date, Governor Pritzker had a press release saying that his needs are met and that Illinois is working to get the necessary real estate. So with that in hand, we released the solicitation for Contract 1A last Friday. And what that first contract is for the bubbling system and the acoustic system. This is part of a multi-layered defense. And so that contract has been released, and once that's awarded and constructed, that will be the start of fish deterrence, which is great news.
All right. Is it possible for your staff to get us the press release or whatever went out seeking contractors in that area?
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate that very much. Do we assume that the fiscal year 2026 budget request will include the full capability for the Brandon Road project?
Ma'am, we're certainly going to put forth the best estimate we can and have the administration consider it. We do expect to have that FY 26 here soon, but the President signaling his interest in this project and support of it will be a helpful action there.
Thank you very much. I'm going to really switch to another subject here. General Graham, do you share General Spellman's goal of 70% use of dredge material for beneficial use by 2030.
Absolutely.
You do. Thank you very much on that. My time has expired, and thank you so very much for answering our questions this morning.
And thank you, Ranking Member Kaptur. And we will have a second round for anybody who would like to ask additional questions. At this time, I'd like to recognize my friend, Mr. Simpson of Idaho.